everyone, Marisol here for Sis Vlogs challenge number 3. Before I get into that, we are in my house, my parents' house, in our, I guess, living room? It's not the family entertainment room, so it must be the living room, right? Okay, so yeah, different background for once. I didn't get a chance to vlog during Comic-Con because my hands were full of like exclusives and like calling my friend, making sure I was buying the right crap and whatever. It was a good time. It was a great time. And I was playing Pokemon too when we were walking around, so hands are full. I should really get a camera because you can't Pokemon Go and vlog at the same time if you're using your phone to film. So this vlog challenge number 3 is, what thing are you passionate about? So it's time to just mix it up a little bit. I want to talk about, oh, look at Gengar. God, I have ADD. Okay, so what I'm passionate about, aside from all the fun things, was my communication major, like the major itself and everything that I learned in college. And I absolutely love it, and it still affects who I am today. And by that I mean like how the different things that I learned about critical thinking within the communication major was just so wonderful to me. Whether it was the public speaking or analyzing things through a rhetorical lens, through a feminist lens, like just those different things. Or 2 examples. One example was how we have like Asians in the media course, and how we analyzed how Asians were portrayed throughout history to now within the media. And you know, it's expanded from back in the day where it was like yellow face, where white people would, you know, pretend they were Asians in film. Like one of the well-known examples was like Breakfast at Tiffany's. Or to how like it's expanded like to YouTube, to with Wong Fu productions growing and having just the space to utilize the media and represent themselves out there. Like another class that was my favorite was the hardest class that a lot of people say it's the hardest class, rhetorical or communication rhetoric class basically. And that was like my key like highlight experience with it when I was in college, and it was because you picked an artifact, which could be anything, a book, a speech, a movie, a poem, a song, a painting, like it could have been anything, and you learned the different ways in which you could analyze and research it, and to make it relevant to today, like why is your research relevant? Like why should other people read your research? And what I chose was the first Hunger Games movie, and you know, to me, I discovered it was really relevant in the way in which the fandom was reacting to it. I.e., like when people found out that Rue, the girl who died, spoiler alert, the girl who died in the first film was black, and how everyone like went, oh my gosh, she's black, I feel less bad that she died, and I didn't know, and people were so offended that they imagined it differently while they were reading it, and then that's why, like that's one of the reasons why it was like important. But like within analyzing it, like I analyzed it through a feminist lens. So I looked at how the ideologies affect its way of thinking, and because it has such a mass audience, like why it's important. Like what? So yeah, I'll just cut it right there. If you have questions, I can make a whole other video on it. Just how communication has really like taught me so much, and it's framed my way of thinking, like even now, like politically with the election year, and just even when I watch, I don't know, like Game of Thrones, or when I was like I've been listening to audibles lately, and just I was listening to a book series called The Lunar Chronicles. I don't know, like there's so many, like I just love analyzing things. Like there's so many layers to everything, and even like songs and shit, like I don't know, I just love it. Like, and I love delving into discussions about certain things. Like I remember my friend, my buddy, he and I just, when Childish Gambino's like new CD came out, we're like, oh fuck, like this whole thing is like Childish is just Donald, man, he was just attacking like the media and shit in his songs, and it was glorious, like, because of the internet, you know? So yeah, just different things, like, oh, I just love it, like, oh, I love it. It's my passion. Like, there's no way to deny it, like, without even thinking these days. I just do it. And usually my sister and I just nerd out and talk about shit together and analyze things because it's so fun. But yeah. Bye, y'all.